Suffolk County Music Service presents I'm a Believer, a how to play guide for WCET students. I'm a Believer is a song composed by Neil Diamond. You might know it from the soundtrack to the film Shrek. In today's session, we are going to learn to sing the verse and the chorus, and we're going to learn how to play the instrumental part to the verse. By the end of the session, you should be able to recognise the different sections of the song, the verse and the chorus, and you will also join in by playing the verse on your instruments. So, let's get ready to sing and play. Have fun!
Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
Hello, in this session we're going to begin learning the verse of I'm a Believer, a song by the 1960s band The Monkees, which you might know from the film Shrek. So before we start, let's make sure that our bow is tightened up. We've put rosin onto the hair, and just make sure that you've got a nice relaxed bow hold. Little finger on the top of the stick, and then just lean everything over onto your first finger. Perhaps warm up by doing some windscreen wipers. Try some circles. And maybe some rockets going up and down. And now pick up your violin. Make sure that you've put the sponge underneath the rubber band and place it on your left shoulder, turning your head into your chin rest. Relax your left fingers and your arm. Perhaps give your arm a little rocking motion, as if you're on a hammock. Okay, and now we're ready to begin. To play the verse, first we're going to work on the rhythms, as there are some new patterns to explore. In I'm a Believer, there are lots of syncopated rhythms. This means the rhythms fall in between the main beats rather than on the beat. But don't worry too much, as we're going to use the words of the song to help us and break up the verse into phrases. For the long sounds we will use more bow, and for shorter sounds we will use less bow, so we can try to make each note sound energetic. Let's start with phrase 1. I'll go first and leave a gap for you to copy back. Remember, we're going to play this rhythm on the D string. I will play phrase 1 again, and this time I will put the stamps and the oi. Stamp, 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 oi. Now phrase 2. Now phrase 3. And phrase 4. In this session, we're going to be looking at violin 2 part, which is slightly easier. In this part, we play the open D, the first finger on the D string, so placing our first finger down on the dot, and our open A. So as we've done before, I will play each phrase and you can copy it back. So we're going to start with our first finger down on the D string. Phrase 2 also starts with first finger down on the D string. Phrase 3 starts on our open A. Make sure that your first finger is ready to go down on the D string, so that we can move over really quickly. Again, I will say rest before I play. Rest. Rest. And finally, phrase 4. Starting again on the open A after the rest. Rest. So hopefully you'll have noticed the bow is moving quick and slow, and moving the bow very quickly across each string. Remember, this is a really energetic piece.
Well done! Time for a challenge. Let's learn the melody. Or stop here and come back another day.
In this session, we will be working on the left hand. We have 2 violin parts that are played together at the same time. A harder violin 1 and an easier violin 2. I'm going to show you how to play each part. We're going to start with the violin 1 part, where we have notes that are in new places. You may not have even tried these before. We're going to be playing the note C. So try placing your first finger and your second finger really close together. Squish them together. That's the note C, like this. For the note D, we're going to use our third finger, and we're going to stretch our third finger onto our third dot. It will sound like this. So we have a new position for our second finger. It has become friends with our first finger, leaving our third finger this time on its own. Make sure that you stop this video and practice, because this is quite tricky. So I'll play the C again, so first and second fingers close together. A big stretch for our third finger on the dot. The other notes we'll be playing is our open E string and our first finger on the E string. And our first finger is going to move to the back of the neck. So can you see me moving my wrist backwards and forwards? So our first finger is going to live at the back of the violin, so behind your first finger dot. So here's the open E. And here is the first finger for the note F. In this session we're going to put our fingers together, playing the notes C, D, E and F. So let's copy back each phrase as we did with the rhythm section. Here's phrase 1. Make sure your first and second finger are nice and close together. Here is phrase 2. Starts again with our first and second fingers nice and close together. For the third phrase, we're going to start with our first finger right at the very back. Remember our new place for our first finger. I'm going to say rest before I play with this phrase. Rest. Rest. And the fourth phrase again starts with the first finger right at the very back. I will say rest again. Rest. So hopefully you would have recognised all those new sounds in that violin 1 part. Just a couple of things. When I play my third finger, my D, to my C, I slide back. You might have heard me doing that. So I'll demonstrate it really slowly. Third finger and slide back.
Oi! Well done. Pause and rewind this video to help you practice at home. You can sing along to the verse and the chorus and play the verse on your instrument. Next session, we will learn how to play along to the chorus.